Alright guys, so like what I'd like to do is go ahead and start with the inside now, and do a walkthrough of that. The very first thing I'm going to do, just because it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a pain, it's just a pain to do with one hand. So one hand holding the camera and whatnot. So this is a flip up table. The idea is that obviously this can flip up or flip down, whatever. Move a couple of things off of here. And I'm just going to kind of set this down. Hopefully it shows up while I'm doing it. But this leg here comes up, flips up, and then there's two little levers on the table, and that flips up out of the way. All right, just kind of looking in this same general area. Did a little bit of sewing, got some little, island style curtains here, which are pretty nice, I guess. I don't know, my sewing's not great, but I don't know, it turned out all right. Some storage here. These are just shoe organizer things that I kind of cut up. We got a USB, not USB, we got a car adapter and USB outlet. We have a water, not water, but I mean, it'll mostly be used for water, but we got a little cup holder here. Let me flip this back up. And that will stay just like on its own, just fine. But as you can see, there's a little bit of play. I wouldn't want one of my kids to like come and really lean on it. That wouldn't be great. Okay. So the next thing, let's go lighting. There's lighting throughout the, I guess they call it the coach. So they've got reading light here. There's a smoke slash carbon monoxide detector. There's the light up here. There's a map light here, which is pretty cool because it kind of it can actually go outside if I wanted it to, or point down, or go underneath. Go underneath, shoot that way. I got another light up here, and then there's a light, kind of a reading light here. Okay, so LED lighting, that's that. I think I showed you guys so there's there's the outlet here. There's actually one back in the back as well. Let me do this without. So I actually have one right here that can be used, if the back door's open or if it's shut, and the person that's sleeping right here wants to, plug in USB. Again, it's USB or like a car adapter. So there's that. All right. So let me go back to my list, trusty list here. I got some rugs. They don't fit exactly. I wanted to be able to. I mean, the idea behind these was just to be able to. They're kind of like runners with the little. So I got this little rubber stuff on the bottom so they don't slide. I got the same one in the front and in the back. I just didn't want to put carpet in here or anything. I wanted something I could be able to take out and clean, really easily. And then underneath is this sort of gym flooring. So I don't know. Looks all right, I guess. It matches. So let's go on to the next thing. Okay, cool. So what I want to do now is, in my intro video, I was talking about how do we sleep 4 people in such a space so small. Right now, this is set up in a single configuration so sleeping for 1 adult, and that's it. So what I'd like to do now is show you what it takes to. Wow, mosquitoes are not very nice today. What I'd like to do now is show you how to get this into a sleeping for 2 in the back. So let me see if I can do this without just holding it here. That should work. All right, so this ends up becoming a shelf here, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Hold on, let me just grab it. This ends up becoming a shelf when it's not, in bed use. So this is just sort of low tech, I don't know, transformer bed, which in these sort of smaller camper vans is very popular, I guess. So move this out of the way. Right now I've got, I think, 2 sleeping bags on the shelf. and 2 sleeping mats, or at least 1 sleeping mat. Okay, which is nice because then you kind of have this sort of storage area. So let me undo this little quick strap. I'll probably cut it. I don't really need it to be that long. But it's something we can do later. So this is, I'll show you guys what this is in a minute. And then I've got these lockers here that hold the thing in place, so if we get in a wreck, obviously never want to get in a wreck, but so this thing slides up just like this and comes up and then connects. And then let me step back here a little bit, and then you have sleeping for another adult, or a whole ton of kids, I guess. All right, so we have these little trifold mattresses. They're really, really comfortable. I've slept out here a couple of times in the van, probably 3 or 4 times, and it's great. But the real test, I guess, will be on this trip that we're going on now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back down so I can get back here. I'll show you what it's like to put it up. Really straightforward. There's better solutions, I'm sure. But this was the best one I could come up with in the time that I had. So these lockers, make sure these things are locked in. Now I'll leave that. Actually, I'll just kind of leave this like it is for now. Okay, so when it's in single bed configuration, I have these little truck steps, so you can, or fold out steps, so you can use that to, step up into the bed. So we got like I said, LED lighting. Got some soft storage here. 4 of them. There's a cup holder here. These are just the Marine Co. I think the Marine Co. Brand. So I went with a lot of sort of boating stuff. More this soft storage. I think I kind of went kind of crazy on this. This is a flip up, cabinet extender table. And then my Goal Zero Yeti 1250 that powers everything, takes energy, coming in from the solar panels, and holds it for us to use, which is really awesome. Okay, so this is the sink. As you can tell, there's no tap, so we have no running water, which is okay. I really wanted the sink to be more for, all right, brushing teeth in the middle of the night, all right, washing dishes, things like that. I didn't really want to put running water and have a tank. Maybe it's something I'll eventually add. But this was kind of important. It was an ask from one of my sons, who loves to go camping with it, loves to go van camping and truck camping and stuff like that. And he was like, I want a sink, Dad. I don't like going, because it's the last thing you do is to go brush your teeth right before you go to bed. And he's like, I'd rather not walk to the campground, toilet, or wherever we're at, and have to do that. So this sink, it's just it's essentially a marine grade sink. These are used in boats. And then I just added this little, actually it was the cutout from the wood, and I just placed it in here, and you added a little bit of this Velcro piece here to kind of make it fit. So I mean, it doesn't fit great, but it's enough to once you get it kind of pushed down in there pretty good, stays, looks nice. It allows you to have some extra, some counter space. So I got bed front. All right, so the next thing I want to show you guys is the bed up front. I had this chair swiveled, so there's both of the chairs do swivel, to the back, so you end up with this sort of dinette area, which is pretty cool. So let me swivel this back, put this back into position. a little squeaking. And this is used for the bed up front. So this spans the two seats, and then we use the camping the mats that we use for the little air mattresses that we use for camping. These guys, these are, I believe, Mountain Hardware, or maybe they're REI's brand, I can't remember, but they have these guys. They're really comfortable. My kids sleep on them. They love them. I don't sleep on them. I sleep on the other mattresses, strictly due for space. So that spans this. I would show you with it all rolled up, with the mat rolled out on top of it and all that, but it actually works out really good, and the mattress is rigid enough to where it really kind of makes a good space. And you know, as they get bigger, I'll probably have to do something maybe a little bit different, but for now it works good. So that's the bed up front, and he really likes that space because he's kind of he's got his own little area eventually. You know, not on this trip, but I'll do maybe like a curtain that kind of comes across here, so he's really kind of got his own space. He's a teenager, so yeah. Overhead cabinets. So these I put in. They have, you know, I've got these little coat racks here. Got my vest there. It works out great. So there's four of them. Again, I showed you guys this. I'll eventually like clean this stuff up and get it covered, but it's just something that wasn't as much of a priority. It's just insulated at this point. And that's I use on the insulation, I use 3M Thinsulate. So if you're worried about particles and stuff getting in the air while we're in here, it doesn't. If you look it up, it doesn't. It's not like home housing insulation. Okay, so let me show you guys the overhead storage. Eventually, I mean not eventually, but I was using these originally and did not have these. And then I was using magnets, but that was really a bad design error on my part. So these, these are really, these are used on boats, and they're used for trunk spaces and stuff like that, cabinets and stuff like that. So this is that's what that's used for. So it locks it in place. So if I pull on this, it's not going anywhere. So let me go ahead and oops, it's a little tight. Oh, oops. All right, I just want to pull on it right. So that opens that one up, and let me go ahead and open this one up. So that's that. And I've got this overhead trunk space, which eventually I will get, cleaned up and make this look, nice. Okay, got my infamous jet boil up there. So that's what that looks like. I've tried to utilize as much of the, or not utilize, but in some spaces I used Velcro, and then I got these little guys that prevent the slamming and stuff like that, or just even just to keep them tight. So you can hear it lock up, and then I've got these little, things for trunks that work good. Hold on a second. Oh, looks like it's all right. Getting a little notification that it's getting moisture in the air, which it is. Same thing on this side. It's overhead counter space, or not counter space, overhead cabinet space. Then you can hear it lock. All right, that's overhead cabinets. I've shown you guys the sink already. Soft storage I showed you guys. These trunks along the side, they open up. I think eventually I'll get something to kind of go in these holes, but they just flip up, and you got storage underneath. And then this guy over here, this one's a larger one. Oops. Normally this wouldn't be here. So I'm gonna flip this up. And I can show you guys my power distribution and whatnot. There's another one of those mats. There's my water, my gray water that's coming down from the sink. I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick look at that. My 12 volt. This is my 12 volt distribution. It's coming from the back of the Gulzera Yeti. And then where all my 12 volt cables are coming in from. All right, let's see what else. One of the things that, of course, the kids really wanted was they wanted a TV mount, and so that's what they got. That's a 22-inch TV with DVD, so that works out good. All right. I put this little US map. I thought this was pretty cool. It's just that we actually had one in their bedroom at our old house. And it's got, like, a dry erase marker and stuff like that, so they can, draw all over it. But this is where we're going and on this trip coming up. Definitely a couple cool places. We live in North Carolina, right? Oh, all right. In Wilmington, right here, right on the coast. And we go out west during the summer times. Well, we like to. We don't do it every single summer, but we like to go out west. So, let me look at my list here. So the fridge, I don't have it in right now, but the fridge will go right here. This stuff will get moved out of the way. The fridge will go right here. I have a top opening refrigerator. It uses a Danfoss compressor, so it is actually a really good fridge. It keeps stuff really cold. It's not like one of those, I don't know. It actually has a compressor in it, so it's really nice. Portable toilet. I have a Thetford Curve